Weiß nicht, ob das sein muss, ey. Bip, 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 bip. Deswegen glaube ich, am Stream würde ich es, glaube ich, nicht mehr spielen. So, okay. Gehen wir in Danganronpa rein. So, wo haben wir aufgehört? Der Dingens ist gerade gestorben. Der Byakuya. Der dicke Byakuya ist gerade gestorben. Der liegt hier unterm Tisch rum. Und wurde gekillt, als die Lichter überall ausgegangen sind. Aber wir reden nochmal eben mit allen. I must investigate my classmate's body. Yes, I'm the one who has medical knowledge. That's why I need to do it somehow. Before you start, why don't you calm down a bit? You're right, I need to calm down first. I'm careless enough at it as it is. That's pretty obvious from how you felt earlier. I'm terribly sorry about that, for showing you something so unsightly. Yeah, you made me remember it again. Ach so. Ja, das wollte ich jetzt natürlich nochmal unbedingt sehen. Dankeschön, Spiel. I made so much a fool of myself in front of everyone. Forget making a fool of yourself. How in the world did you end up like that? But I got startled by the blackout, slipped on something on the carpet once I was struggling to get back up. Yeah, it's so embarrassing. Please erase it from your memory. Even if you ask me, I won't be able to forget so easily. Sorry. Oh, I can't stand it. Also Embarrassing Post, das gehört auch noch natürlich zu den Truth Bullets. Ey, da haben die jetzt aber richtig keine Ahnung, reingegeiert, Alter. Es war schon unangenehm genug, das beim ersten Mal zu sehen. Hey Hajime, there's something I want to run by you. Before the blackout occurred, Byakuya was in the dining hall with the rest of us, right? Yeah, that's right. And if Byakuya's dead body was discovered after the blackout, then don't you think he died during the blackout? Alter, Superbrain ist am Start, ey. Scheiße, ich glaube, wir haben den Fall gelöst. Well, now that you mention it, why was Byakuya's body under the table? Even if the killer tried to hide him, it's not like he would have stayed hidden forever. Isn't it confusing? Yeah, you're absolutely right. It seems finding out what exactly happened during the blackout is key to solving the mystery. There's no way I would know. It was so dark during the blackout, I couldn't see a thing. Also, if seeing was impossible, then there's a possibility someone might have heard something. Ja, ich meine, ich finde es schon komisch, dass sie das sowieso gar nicht gehört haben, dass der da drüben umgebracht wurde. Ich meine, der hätte doch geschrien oder sonst was zumindest. Weil hat er nicht irgendwie voll viele Stiche? Der ist ja nicht schnell gestorben. So wie der da aussah. With something, are you talking about her? Mahiro, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. What's going on? You said what you expected me to say because I feel terrible. 1 minute Byakuya is alive and well, in an instant something awful suddenly happens. Of course I'm not fine. And not only that, but whoever killed him is one of us, right? That hasn't been determined yet. It's already been determined. You've already accepted it, haven't you?
This is the worst.
That we have to find out who is the killer. Find out which friend killed our friend. I don't like it either, but we won't survive if we don't go through with it. It's not just yourself. We have to do it to protect all of us. If I only had acted calmer during the blackout, Byakuya might be still alive.
This is the worst.
This whole thing would have never happened. Stop blaming yourself. Nothing good will come out of it.
Jeez.
Getting cheated by a boy isn't like me at all. Hey Hajime, forget about what I just said. Got it? Yeah, that's fine. I got it. Anyway, I won't dwell on it for now. I can't become a burden to everyone. Plus, there might be a clue that only I have access to. A clue? Photos. The ones I took just before the blackout, remember? Hey Byakuya, everyone, come on, I'm gonna take a picture. Alright, say cheese. Oh yeah, the pictures. Want to see them? I have a digital camera so I can show them to you right now. Really? Please. Let's see, it's this photo. And this one. Byakuya steht da hinten in der Ecke. Und keiner von den anderen sieht jetzt übel verdächtig aus. I took these 2 photos right before the blackout, but is something wrong? I didn't realize until just now, but right before the blackout, Byakuya was standing in a totally different place than where we found him. Wasn't his body under the table with the lamp on top of it? The one underneath the monitor? Ja. Steht komplett am anderen Ende des Raums. Ja. Prior to that, Byakuya was standing along the wall farthest away from the table pill. You're right, that's pretty far. There's something. Everyone's standing position before the blackout might be a huge clue. Hey, can you approximate everybody's standing position from these photos? Yeah, I was thinking the same way. It would be hard to understand from this photo alone, so it might be better for me to plot it out. But would that actually provide a clue? I don't know yet, but I feel like I could.
Leave it to me.
Got it, then leave it to me. That's pretty much the only job I can do anyway. Alright. Thank you. Now that's decided. You better work hard on your investigation too. How much longer are you planning to stand around?
Do you understand?
Do you understand what's going on? You gotta find out how Byakuya died. Yeah, I know, but it's all good. She's all fired up now, but she's totally a different person now than when she was feeling down. Hellhound earring! Answer my call!
Impossible!
Is this a third futile as well? Hey, are you still looking for the earring you dropped?
You!
Is it not a mere earring? It is a hellhound earring. Long ago in a faraway land, a beast known as a hellhound was feared by all, even by he who summoned it. Well, this is certainly random. The hellhound tore its way through innumerable battlefields, its fangs glistening with blood, and his drenched, blood-red fur would stray in the howling winds of loneliness. When I finally tamed that diabolic beast, I received an earring to commemorate that event, the Hellhound earring, so that I may never forget the night I battled that fearsome Pomeranian. Nein, keine Ahnung. I wear that earring at all times. Was it really about a friggin' Pomerian? I understand it's important to you, but for now we need to investigate.
I won't let
Where is it? Where did it disappear to? Maybe it fell underneath the floor? The carpet didn't cover the whole floor. It might have fallen through the gaps between the exposed floorboards. So that's what transpired. Such a clever little bulb. Gundam laughed uproariously as he walked toward the wall and pressed his head against the gaps in the floor and peered beneath the floorboards.
see it.
Ah, there it is. I have found it. Truly, that is Hellhound earring. Ha 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 ha. It seems God exists for my benefit. I see. Good for you.
Let me.
However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either. Then maybe you should just give up. Give up what? The word? I meant give up the earring. Fool, have you not yet realized the world will come to an end if the human race were to lose that earring? You humans are so satisfied with clothing yourselves in layers of false knowledge.
If you flinch, you will die.
But even with all those layers, you still will not survive the winter. Why am I being scolded? It was foolish of me to rely on you fools. Fine, I should do something about it on my own. Oh, if you will excuse me, I must go save the world. He wants that earring back by any means necessary. His determination is truly inspiring. But it would be nice if he actually helped me with the investigation. Ja, das wird bestimmt irgendeine Rolle spielen dann. Dass die Sachen da durch den Flur fallen können halt, also durch die Dielen. Ah, this is a metal case Byakuya had with him. I believe he said it was made of duralumin. The last time I saw it, it was closed, but there are a lot of odd things inside this case, like a nightstick and pepper spray. What's this? An hard plastic case, but it's just a case. The inside is empty. Wann trinkst du eigentlich mal die Zündkerzen? Was für Zündkerzen, Alter? Hard plastic. I wonder what was inside. Ja, wahrscheinlich die Nachtsichtgeräte. But the only thing that really catches... Die Umdrehungsmonster. Was für Umdrehungsmonster? Ich habe gar nichts hier für Umdrehung. But the one thing that really catches my attention is the small key. It must be the key to the other Duralumin case. That other case was in the office and all of the collected dangerous items were inside of it. If the key to that Duralumin case is right here, then it's unlikely that the murder weapon used to kill Byakuya was taken from that case, which means the weapons inside the Duralumin case aren't related to Byakuya's murder. Even so, I still don't get it. Den Altenzwirbler oder so. Was ist Altenzwirbler, ey? What the hell? Nee, ich habe hier nichts mehr rumstehen, wenn da unten oder so, aber... Nee, heute nicht, ey. Ja, Artilleriefeuer, meinst du wahrscheinlich. Was ist das für ein komischer Name, Artilleriefeuer? Ist doch nicht komisch. Even so, I still don't get it. Why did Byakuya have this Duralumin case in the first place? A case packed with all of this security equipment. Maybe he was being extra cautious just in case. No, that can't be right. That's way too overboard. Could he have known something was going to happen beforehand? And because of that, he went to all this trouble to be extra careful? Development Case. Added to the Truth Bullets. Kann man noch die Tische anklicken, aber ich glaube nicht, dass das was bringt. Fancy looking dishes, nobody eat that much. Huge table, nothing out of the ordinary. Der auch. Nur der Tisch halt. Der tischige Tisch ohne große Belange. Under this very table, Byakuya was. First, I should investigate the top of the table. The only thing on top of this table that really catches my eye is this desk lamp. It looks like an antique lamp and it seems rather heavy. The power cord was connected to the outlets, so it would have been useless during the blackout. Other than that, there's nothing else on the table that really stands out for me, so now's not the time for me to flinch. I gotta do it. I let out a shout as if to encourage myself and quickly looked beneath the table. Immediately I noticed an unexplainable smell like rusted iron hanging in the air. Guck mal, da ist ein Klebeband. Das ist ein Klebeband. Jemand... Ja, wahrscheinlich ist das Messer da unter dem Tisch versteckt, irgendjemand. Hearing the stinging pain in the back of my eyes, I slowly shifted my gaze toward Byakuya's body. Also so wie es jetzt aussieht, würde ich jetzt erstmal sagen, Byakuya hat einfach vorgehabt, jemanden umzubringen. Hat diesen Stromausfall geplant. Hatte in dem Koffer da das scheiß Nachtsichtgerät, da unter dem Tisch ein Messer versteckt und wollte jemanden umbringen. Nur am Ende ist halt jetzt irgendwie selbst gestorben durch keine Ahnung was. And hearing the stinging pain in the back of my eyes, I slowly shifted my gaze toward Byakuya's body. Byakuya Togabi, the ultimate affluent progeny. He was the kind of guy who said a lot of hurtful things, but he tried his best to lead everyone. Why did you have to end up like this? The only thing I can do right now, for Byakuya's sake, is to uncover the truth behind his death. Night vision goggles. What is this? It looks like binoculars, but why is there a pair of binoculars under the table?
Hey,
Hajime, those aren't binoculars. Then what are they?
perhaps.
Those are probably night vision goggles. Night vision goggles? I've seen them at the supermarket on this island. They also stock self-defense kits too. If that's the case, did the killer use these night vision goggles to kill Byakuya during the blackout? Something stuck to the back of the table. Is this duct tape? There seems to be paint applied to the non-sticky side of the duct tape. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Ach, das Grüne ist die Farbe, ne? Das habe ich gar nicht gecheckt. Ich dachte einfach, das Duct Tape wäre grün. Aber wahrscheinlich noch Neon irgendwie angemalt, damit man das im Dunkeln sieht. Could this be glowing paint? Und guck mal, man sieht das schon am Knife hier. Ist auch hier grün. A bloody knife. Is this a weapon that killed Byakuya? Hold on. How did the killer bring this knife to the dining hall in the first place? Byakuya thoroughly patted down everyone and thoroughly inspected every corner of this old building. Also war 100% so, wie ich gesagt habe. Der Byakuya hat das alles vorbereitet, wollte jemanden umbringen und wurde selber umgebracht. Weil wir sehen ja sogar auf den Fotos, dass der vor dem Blackout direkt links in dem scheiß Raum stand. Also direkt bei dieser dummen Kiste. Byakuya thoroughly patted down everyone and thoroughly inspected every corner of this building. Ist nur die Frage, wer den jetzt umgebracht hat, also wer den halt dabei erwischt hat, dass der da irgendeine Scheiße vorhatte. And all this confiscated dangerous items were supposed to be placed in that Doroloman case. It's possibly they stole this knife from the case, or they hid it somewhere hard to find. Although there's one more thing about this knife that's strange. There's some kind of paint that's been applied to the hilt. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? Knife. Added to your truth points. Byakuya's body. The body is collapsed face down underneath the table, as if he was in the middle of attempting something. It looks like he was, according to the Monokuma file, he was rapidly stabbed between the throat and the abdominal region. Ich kann mir gerade sehr gut vorstellen, dass einfach jemand hier unter dem scheiß Gebäude war. Also unter dem Flur quasi. Und dann einfach unten durch die Löcher gestochen hat quasi. Durch die Rillen. Und schön bam reingestochen einfach. Schön reingestochen. Richtig reingestochen in den dicken Sack. Repeatedly stabbed. Would one of us really do something so horrible? Wette ich mit, ey, ohne Scheiß. Monokuma File 1 has been updated in your handbook. Bloodstain. The blood flowing from Byakuya's body formed a huge pool under the table. That's a lot of blood. There's blood splattered everywhere. Even the inner side of the tablecloth is covered in blood. The blood might have splattered all over the place when he got stabbed, but there don't seem to be any drag marks leading from the blood pool. I'm sure I've pretty much investigated what's under the table. Despite the fact that it's just me, I think I'm working pretty hard, even if it's just a little. I'm sure we're getting close to the truth behind Byakuya's death. I can't get out of here, sagt er. Air conditioner? Could it be? Hey, all of you. Why can't you act a little more grown up? Beep beep. What was that sound just now? The air conditioner oder was? This air conditioner is probably the only machine inside this room. And the air conditioner is remote control. The timer is set to 11:30 p.m. I'm pretty sure Byakuya's time of death was around the same time. Okay, der wurde irgendwie so eingestellt anzuspringen und wahrscheinlich hat irgendein, keine Ahnung, funktioniert nicht richtig und deswegen fällt der Strom halt aus. If so, that means that mechanical sound before the blackout probably came from this air conditioner. My flashes of inspiration aren't bad as I thought. AC timer added to the truth bus. Now then, where else should I investigate?
Hajime.
Hajime, a moment? What is it?
Hey,
When we're finished with the investigation here, would you like to hear what everyone has to say together? If I go by myself, some people might not talk to me out of caution. Well, we've been told that one of us is a killer. Can't be helped if everyone's on the edge right now. But why me? You're easy to talk and I feel like you have a sense similar to mine. We both harbor special feelings toward Hope Peak Academy, isn't that right? Well, yeah, but fine. If we're going together, let's get on with it. There's no time for idle chit-chat.
Thanks.
I'm glad. There will be a great help. Special feelings, huh? Even so, what he said about us being similar, I don't think I agree.
Now then.
Guess for now we should search the inside of this old building, listen what the others have to say. Not just the dining hall, I think we should consider this whole building as a scene of crime. After all, the blackout that took place at the same time would have happened throughout this entire building. Yeah, you're right. Warum stehst du hier plötzlich in mir drin, ey? Was soll das?
I see.
Apparently, a great man once said investigations should be done on foot. Though that's why I'm also using my feet. I'm just walking around for not a particular reason. Well, if there's no reason, then there's no meaning.
Hey.
Hey Hachime, I just realized something. Could she by any chance know what happened during the blackout? Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Serious?
Yeah? How did you know? So, you did hear us, even though Hajime and I were talking pretty softly just now. Yeah, not only I do have the perfect face, style and personality, but I also have perfect ears. I see. If your hearing's so good, maybe you heard what actually happened during the blackout. When the blackout happened, you could hear everybody's voice throughout the dining hall, right? We couldn't tell, but you would have been able to make out who's who, right? Just leave it to Ibuki. It will be easy as fried rice with gravy. Huh? Lali lala, I'll heartily eat it for
I
breakfast.
see.
You mean like it will be easy as pie, except eating fried rice with gravy for breakfast is kind of heavy. Any fried rice that isn't fried rice with gravy is so wrong. She should make a metaphor with a more common type of fried rice, like egg fried rice or lettuce fried rice. Anyway, can you tell us what you heard?
I got it.
Leave it to me, I'ma take a bite out of you.
Yep.
You tell us, I'll let you bite Hajime later. Stop it. What if she takes you seriously?
Aw.
Let's see, the first person who raised their voice during the blackout was... That's right, it was my hero.
It's a blackout.
The next was Kazuichi's voice, then the next voice was mine.
I can't see anything.
It's pitch black. My future is pitch black.
Yeah, what a nice remark I made. It's the point and has its unique charm. Just continue. Then there were more voices, one after another.
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this. Ah! Don't step on my feet.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on. I can't aim
What's
like
going
this,
on
you
here?
know?
This is...
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Alrighty, that's pretty much it. Hey, aren't I awesome? Praise me, give me lots of praise. I heard you the first time. Seriously, don't get any closer. Hey Nagitu, say something to her. Hey, did something happen? I was just thinking about what Byakuya said during the blackout. What Byakuya said? Why did he say something like that? Rather, why was he able to say that? What the hell, what's going on here? This is... What do you mean? About that, why don't we discuss it after we've investigated a little bit more? For now, I can't really say anything for certain. Well, it's not like I really care. Anyway, don't you think Ibuski's account just now is an important clue that will lead us to the truth? Then praise me and let me bite ya. Ouch. Why are you really biting me? Ibuki's account. Dankeschön. Jetzt reden wir mit Prinzessin. There's something I want to ask you. What is it?
It is strange, no?
It appears that only that wall is a different color and material. Why is that?
Perhaps.
Well, it's probably a fire door. Fire door? You've never seen one before? It's a door that shuts to keep fire from spreading by containing it. If that happens, you can run away, right?
Wow!
I see, it's like a barrier, just lining up plastic bottles around the house. That's only done to keep cats from getting in. You know about keeping cats from getting inside, but you don't know about fire doors?
I am ashamed!
Truly, I'm culturally ignorant. I'm ashamed of myself. Fire door. Das ist halt die Frage, wofür könnte das wichtig sein? Das sind jetzt quasi Türen, die jetzt hier schließen würden, ne? Oder? Also sie würden sich hier quasi nach innen bewegen und den Bereich hier schließen. Ich glaube, anders macht es ja keinen Sinn. Hey, you were in the kitchen during the blackout, Teo. The blackout totally startled me. At first, I thought it was just in the kitchen, but when I finally managed to get out of the kitchen, the hallway was pitch black too, and then I heard everybody's voices. So I fumbled along the wall, and I tried to feel my way into the dining hall. But that place was pitch black too. It was like pitch black everywhere. Could you have used the kitchen stove as a light?
No.
Ah, that's impossible. This gas stove needs electricity to work, so it was directly affected by the blackout. I see, then I guess it's not possible. Since you work with fire in the kitchen, I figured you would be able to use it as a light source or something, but I guess it's not that easy. Das war's schon.
Hey,
Let's investigate here more. Shiny, suspicious, blah blah blah. Isn't it amazing that meat is so big? Even I was shocked.
Guess that's
It's a
about
dish
it.
fit for a tropical island. You would never be able to get meat like this in Aoyama or Azabu. I'd never be able to get meat like this in my hometown, much less Aoyama or Azabu. I get it, you don't have to repeat it yourself, but it's so big, where did you get it? I asked Nekomaru. Apparently he killed the cow at the ranch with his bare hands and brought it over. Where's Nekomaru? His bare hands? It's a little hard to believe, but it doesn't seem completely impossible either. Those hands of his. They look like they specialize in punching things. Is that the team manager dude? I wouldn't want to get punched by those hands. Seriously, Nekomaru's so wild. He's totally right at home in a country setting. I'm so jealous. My hometown is near Aoyama and Azabu, so wild country things like that, they slip my mind a lot, you know? Well, I guess this meat has gone to waste, since this awfulness happened right when the party started. The only ones who ate any food were Akane and Peko, who took some portions for herself. Don't say that. After I worked so hard to cook the world's most refined party dishes, only 2 people actually tasted them. And it's not like I actually believe it, but if there's really a killer out there, I'll probably never be able to forgive the killer. He's scary when he's mad. Party dishes. Byakuya must have confiscated all the dangerous items from the kitchen. Well, just from reading through this list, it looks like the knife next to Byakuya's body didn't come from the kitchen. It appears to have been brought from the outside. From outside? Then how did the killer get past Byakuya's body check?
That's weird.
Strange, isn't it? I mean, he didn't even go easy on the girls when he was performing that pat downs. If that's the case, they probably brought the kitchen knife in advance and hid it somewhere.
Hey,
Still surprising how much equipment this kitchen has. There are iron plates for barbecuing, and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. But this is all stuff that doesn't pertain to the murder, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I agree. I guess I'm pretty much finished investigation in the kitchen for now.
you're right.
Nagito, let's get going. Okay, dann gehe ich raus. Wenn das Spiel mir sagt, ich habe ja alles. And how come Byakuya was able to say something like that in darkness? It makes me wonder. It makes me wonder. This storage room is really dusty and dark.
Wow.
My hands were full cleaning the dining hall, so I couldn't even touch this room. It even has cobwebs. There's no way I could stay in here for a long time.
Perhaps.
Is this tablecloth? Oh, a tablecloth? Wait, huh? Hold on, there's something on it. A bloodstain.
Huh?
Bloodstain? Come here, take a closer look. It's so dark, I can't really see that clearly. There's no mistaking it, this is clearly a bloodstain, which means this tablecloth is connected to Byakuya's murder, right?
Well,
If that tablecloth has a bloodstain on it, then this is a possibility. Seriously, it is a bloodstain. Okay, aber der Tisch, die Tischdecke war doch sogar noch drauf. There's an awful lot of boxes. We don't have time to go through each and every one of them. Because I've seen it, leave them alone. A wise decision. Na klar. Und das ist noch mehr Tablecloth. Are these irons? Looks like they were recently turned on, but why are there 3 irons on this ironing board? Just as I thought, your eyes don't miss a thing. When I was looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I've also found these irons, but when I found them, all 3 of them were turned on. Turned on?
Yep.
It would be bad if another blackout happened, so I turned them off. But doesn't this feel kind of sinister? Sinister? Wahrscheinlich gab es eine Überlastung so quasi und deswegen gab es den Blackout oder so. Und deswegen waren auch die Bügeleisen an. Irons in the stone.
Hajime.
Hey Hajime, how much longer are you gonna stay in this dark place? You're just wasting your time. Let's move on and investigate other places. I get it, you're right. Mein Hals wird trocken, ey. Mein Hals wird trocken. So, was mit der Toilet? Geht die jetzt mal auf? Kletter, kletter. Oh, it's locked. Someone appears to be inside. Since it's a unisex bathroom, I don't know who actually is in there.
Hey!
Hey, is there someone in there? We knocked on the door and tried calling out for who's ever on the other side, but there's no response. This is going nowhere. Guess we should give up for now and check on it later. Yeah, you're right. So, jetzt mal gucken, was im Office los ist hier.
Hajime.
The old building circuit breaker should be inside this office. Circuit breaker, huh? It might be related to the blackout, so it's better if we check on the circuit breaker first. That must be this old building circuit breaker. Genau hier irgendwie am Hals so ein Pickel oder so, ey. Voll nervig. This blackout probably happened because of this.
I see.
It doesn't look like someone did anything to it. Nothing else looks suspicious either. The circuit breaker is pretty high up. Even if you use a stepladder, you won't reach it. Yeah, I totally agree. That's why it's so mysterious. But during the blackout I was panicking so bad I forgot about that, but you're right, even with a stepladder there's no way you would be able to reach that circuit beaker. Which means someone must have reset the beaker after the blackout, but who? I did it.
Whoa!
Huh? It's here.
Actually,
You idiots had no idea what to do about the blackout. So I'm the one who reset the circuit breaker. By the way, I'm not the one who tripped the breaker. The killer did that, of course. But how did someone as small as you reset to be a breaker? Well, firstly, my eyes work real good at night, so I have no trouble seeing the dark. And if you wanna know how I reach the circuit breaker, my body stretches. You know I'm very elastic. Liar. I'm serious. Wanna see? Wanna see a version of Monokuma with this body all stretched out? It's gross. It's grotesque. No thanks. Just imagining it makes me wanna puke. Oh really? Such a shame. Still, don't you think Monokuma is such a nice guy? In the popularity contest he would take the first place.
I see.
What the hell? So he's the one who reset the breaker. Well, in that case, I'm convinced. There's no way we'd be able to reach that. If that's the case, how did the killer trip the circuit breaker? If they didn't trip it or set it to be tripped. This remote control is for the office air conditioner, huh? Auch auf 11:30 Uhr gestellt. On the timer for the air conditioner in the dining hall also set for that time? It can't be a coincidence, right? Can already tell you doubt me, correct? Huh? However, it does not surprise me. An unexpected blackout occurred, and during that time, Byakuya was killed. The circuit beaker is in the office. Naturally, I look suspicious, since I was supposed to be here.
Wait,
Supposed to be here? Does that mean?
I see.
Though, I was right, you weren't in the office. But why? Weren't you supposed to guard the circuit breaker and the derailment case with all the weapons in it? Where did you run off to on your own? Well, that is. Heko suddenly dropped to one knee and started groaning on the spot. Hey, what happened? I'm just not feeling so well. I apologize, but excuse me.
What the heck?
Excuse me, what was that? Heko, it appears the bathroom is inside the bathroom is inside this old building is currently occupied, so I will recommend either the lobby, hotel lobby, or your cottage. Huh? It seems like it will be a tough path. With cold sweat dripping from her forehead, Peko wobbled out of the office. What happened to her? It's kind of hard for me to say it myself. I already feel bad enough for Peko as it is. What does that mean? Hat die einen Tag oder was? I mean, is it cool she didn't like run away or something?
That's right.
Because if she ran away, she's obviously the killer. I'm almost positive. Is that really what it is? Is this desk the staff used for busy works? There's nothing particular that catches my eye. Derailment case. The derailment case. It should contain all the dangerous items Byakuya collected.
Hey,
Maybe we should check and try just to be safe, but it's locked. Byakuya had the key to this particular derailment case with him. Check it out. I brought it with me, so there's no need to worry. Hey, is it okay to take that key without permission?
now.
It's forbidden to tamper with crime scene. Geil, Initiative gegen dicke Kinder gestartet? Was laberst du? But if we don't, we can't check inside the case, right? So I should open it. This guy, he doesn't feel any remorse. Click.
See?
See, it's open. Forks, kitchen knives, iron skewers, and various tools are crammed inside. But it's not possible that the killer took anything from here, because the key to this case was inside the case Byakuya had with him. I guess you're right about that.
Maybe.
Hey, isn't Peko the killer? Why did you think that? Why she wandered off somewhere? Even so, she was supposed to be in the office. When we were looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I went to the office right away, but when I got here, she was gone.
Oh.
I shouldn't say this out loudly, or else Miss Sonia will yell at me. Echo's probably the one who tripped the circuit breaker and used the blackout to her advantage to kill Byakuya. And don't you think she looks kind of ruthless too? Like an assassin, right? Well, it's not like you'd look any better. Shem Özdemir hat den Vorschlag gemacht, Werbung für ungesunde Snacks in Social Media zu finden. Die Werbung nur noch außerhalb von Kinderzeit laufen dürfen. Ja, nice. Okay. Now then, I guess we're done with the office, don't you think so? We should get going. Okay, jetzt sind wir fertig und wohin sollen wir als nächstes? Haben wir jetzt nicht das gesamte Haus abgeguckt?
Yep.
Okay, it looks like you've pretty much finished looking around the old building. So, how about we check out Byakuya's cottage? Byakuya's cottage? There might be clues there, so I thought it would be good to check it out just in case. But I was scared I might encounter some danger if I went there by myself. Well, I don't really mind going there, but are you worried about the possibility that I might be in danger? I mean, I'm worried. Am I worried about you being the killer? To be honest, I don't think you're the killer. In fact, I can't even imagine it. It's like instead of living with doubt in others, it's so much better to die believing in others. Don't talk like that. We're doing this so we can live, you know?
I see.
As I thought, you sure are strong. You're definitely the chosen one, chosen by Hope's Peak Academy. Alright, then let's get going to Byakuya's cottage. I don't know why, but every time we talk, I don't really know how I'm supposed to react. The moment I left the old building, there was a strange scene unfolding before me. Ja, hier sehen wir jetzt nämlich auch, dass man da drunter halt kann. Halt von außen. Also, eigentlich kommt damit dann schon, glaube ich, keiner für mich in Frage, der wirklich auf der Party in dem Moment war. Also er in dem Dining Hall halt war. Und sie war auf jeden Fall nicht drinne, die Gamerin. Und dieser Yakuza-Typ war nicht drinne. Die Samurai-Olle war auch nicht drinne, weil die ja gesagt hat, sie ist im Office, wo sie halt auch nicht war. Aber ich glaube, sonst waren alle da. Der Kitchen-Typ, also der Typ in der Küche. Der Koch. Der war auch nicht in der Dining Hall. Der muss ja auch nicht unbedingt in der Küche gewesen sein.
What am I doing, you say? Ha! Now that is truly a foolish question.
She's stuck, help her. Hm. I'm stuck, step bro.
Get under the floor from here.
Under the floor? Why?
Oh, woo. Uwu. Uwu. Under the floor.
Who said it was futile?
Keine Müdigkeit vor Schützen und hoppla und hopplolo.
Uwu.
Hoppla und hopplolo.
Wie. Ja, Uwu. Ja, hat jetzt gerade genau jetzt gerade Leon also gemacht. Das Uwu. Was für Cooldown. Ja, ich habe überall Cooldown drin. Ich glaube bei Uwu 30 Sekunden oder so. Aber Hallöchen, Vivi. Hey, grüß dich. Ich hoffe, es geht gut. Mach doch jetzt hier. Ja, es geht gut. Sehr, sehr gut.
So, jetzt muss ich mal gerade gucken.
Dankeschön für den Raid.
Oh, scheiße. Nein, ich will mich nicht 700 Mal hören.
Ich will Vivi auch nicht 700 Mal hören.
Das ist natürlich wieder perfekt. Ja, ne?
So Profi-Move.
Also wenn ich das
Alles,
so
was Vivi
sehe,
macht, ist Profi-Move.
ich sehe auf jeden Fall alles.
Jetzt habe ich einen Ständer. Okay. Moin auch Tom Leiter. Moin. Hallöchen. Hallöchen Warnbox. Und David lernt man an der Länge. Ja, wir spielen hier gerade Danganronpa 2 weiter. Machen wir gerade noch investigative Action, wer jetzt den ersten Mord hier begangen hat. Ich gehe mal davon aus, wie hat Genshin gezockt. Oder? Okay, steht zuletzt Super Anime Royal, oder was hast du gespielt? Wieso hat die da so eine komische Stellung? Weil die Hintern zeigt. Davor Genshin, okay. Sie muss was angucken. Ne, die wollen gucken, ob man da unters Haus gehen kann. Okay.
How did you know I cannot recover my earring?
Und von dem rechten Typ ist irgendwie so ein... Wir müssen auch gucken, die kann ruhig so bleiben, ja. Die hat mit Muschis gespielt. Voll brutal, die schießt sich über den Haufen. Ja. Und der rechte Typ hier hat irgendwie seinen Ohrring verloren, weil im Gebäude ist der... Die Dielen haben so Rillen dazwischen. Und deswegen ist der Ohrring irgendwie da drunter gefallen. Und deswegen will der den wieder haben halt. Deswegen gucken die, wie man da unters Haus kommt. Hat irgendjemand die Pokémon direkt gesehen? Ja, habe ich geguckt. War kacke. Gibt irgendwie ein neues Pokémon Sleep. Ist quasi Pokémon der Wecker. Dann kommt noch ein DLC zum neuen Spiel. Und den Rest habe ich schon vergessen, weil er so belanglos war.
If it is possible to get under the floor, it'll change our understanding of the murder. I think.
It will change our understanding of the murder?
So I thought it was important to check it.
I see, under the floor, huh? I never considered thinking about that. Of it like that. What do you mean?
See?
Come on, think about it.
Hey,
The carpet I laid didn't reach the table where we found Byakuya's body, right? And the dining hall floor had huge gaps between the floorboards. Then it is possible that the killer killed Byakuya by stabbing him from beneath the floor?
Yep.
That's what I thought, so I'm trying to see if he can get under it from here. Well, guess it's not possible to get under the floor from outside. The building is surrounded by firm fences, so there's no way to sneak under the floor from here. Even so, I couldn't find a way to get under the floor from inside the building either. You think there's a possibility there's a hidden hole somewhere? No, that's not possible. Are you sure? At any rate, it seems you can't get under the floor from outside the building. That's a relief. Relief? Why? Because if you could get under the floor from the outside, there would only be one logical suspect. The only one who didn't come to the party and also doesn't have an alibi. Alright, for Yuhiko. Pizza direkt. I suspected him. I suspected him too. That's why I was checking to see if it's possible to get under the floor from outside.
Well?
Speaking of which, not long after I began guarding the entrance, Yuhiko came here. He did?
Huh?
Huh? What happened for Yuhiko?
Huh?
Oh, hey, what are you doing here? All alone on a place like this?
Yep.
I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. Polarlichter. Ja, der Dustin hatte vorhin irgendwas geschrieben, oder? Dass man heute vielleicht Polarlichter sehen kann und morgen Abend. Aber ich glaube, ich sehe hier gar nicht. Also zumindest nicht mit einem einfachen Blick aus dem Fenster. Ich sehe keinen einzigen Stern oder irgendwas. Oh, Diligent. Mann, komm schon. Hör auf. Scheiß Kabel. Aber nicht hier!
Hey, hey.
You're not coming to the party?
What are you saying?
Hell no, not even if you paid me. Parties are stupid. They make me want to puke. You want to come to the party, right? Isn't that why you came here? Of course not. I was just going for a damn walk. What? Do I have to report to you every time I want to go for a fucking walk?
That's wrong.
No, it's not like that, but then leave me alone. And then he just left. Thought that happened, but why did he come here?
See?
He probably wants to be part of the group, but he can't be honest about it. Auf Sylt. Ja, warum sind wir nicht alle auf Sylt gerade, Leute? Es geht ab. He believes he's different from everyone else. That's why he's always alone.
Hey.
He's like the main character of an RPG. Have you played those before? Huh? When did we start talking about video games? Shiyaki's account. Even though we don't really know what he's thinking, I don't think we have any reason to doubt him.
Glad.
That's a relief, I'm glad. You keep saying you're glad, but we have no idea who the killer is. Well, I guess for now we should stick to the plan and head over to Byakuya's cottage. As long as the probability is greater than 0, that will suffice.
I have not unleashed even half of
I must most assuredly reclaim the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. It seems he has no intention of investigating. Der geht jetzt direkt wieder rein. Ich wollte nicht reingehen. Ich will wieder rausgehen. Lass mich raus hier. Queena.
Hey.
Mampf. Mampf. Lass mich raus. Ich will leckeres Essen. Leckeres Essen. Mampf. What the hell? Didn't I tell you to leave me alone? That's not happening. Didn't you hear Monokuma's announcement? Of course I did. Apparently Byakuya is the one who got killed. So what? What did you say? You think I'm the killer? Think whatever you want. I'm used to being mistrusted. That's not why I'm... Whatever. Just tell me what you were doing while everyone else was at the party. Checking my alibi, huh? Well, I don't have one. I was just chilling in my college all by myself during that time. The whole time? Yes, Chiaki said she saw you in front of the old building. Shh, noisy bitch. It's true I went for a little walk, and then just by chance I ended up passing the old building. Were you really going for a walk? Don't tell me you were actually trying to join the party. Why the hell would I do that? It's a coincidence. A coincidence! Alright, I got it. Dumbass. Steam gibt's ein neues Spiel umsonst. Aber das hat Ingame-Käufe. Ich weiß noch nicht, inwieweit die beeinflussen. Heißt Limbus Company. Und was ist das für ein Spiel? Kannst du mir nicht einfach sagen, da gibt's irgendein Spiel umsonst? Und, ja. Name Limbus Company. Nie gehört. Man kann jetzt auch einfach ein komplettes Schrottspiel sein. Strategie-Rollenspiel. Schau mal rein. Warte, ich schalte mal um hier. Ich schalte mal um. Hier dem Steam-Trailer kann ich schon mal komplett nichts entnehmen hier. Was ist das? Guck mal, ich skippe hier so durch. Dann weiß ich nicht, dann steht da hier irgendwas auf, keine Ahnung, Portugiesisch, keine Ahnung, was weiß ich denn? Also da auch so ein bisschen Anime-Stil. Also rundenbasiert, guck mal. Hier sieht man noch irgendwie rundenbasiertes Rollenspiel. And Realtime Brawl. Also irgendwie beides. Verstehe ich nicht. Was machen denn die anderen Trailer? Warum ist das immer so klein, ey? Die müssen mal ihre Seite ändern, ey. Check einfach nicht, was ich da sehe, Alter. Okay, auf jeden Fall wildes, interessantes Kampfsystem irgendwie. Hier auch nochmal einfach ein Kampf. Aber wie sieht der Rest vom Spiel aus? Das ist halt auch noch die Frage. Wie sieht der Rest vom Spiel aus? Also was gibt's da außer die Kämpfe noch? Mal die Fresse. Limbus Company. Ich wollte gerade sagen, wie hieß es jetzt nochmal? Official Promotion Video. Aber ich glaube, das ist dasselbe wie gerade, oder? Also, if you're not hyped for Limbus Company, you should be. Ja, klar. Ja, das ist der Trailer von eben. Und du halt auch nichts checkst. Keine Ahnung. Muss ich mal reinschauen. Muss ich mal gucken, ob man da noch irgendwie was checken kann. Ja, meinst du, ich sag das, wenn es ein Schrottspiel ist? Weiß ich nicht, Vivi. Weiß ich nicht. Den zweiten, da ist noch ein Trailer. Oder ist auch kein Plan. Aber wie kann man sich ja mal angucken? Ja, schon. Schon. Byakuya. Hier, ne? Kletter, kletter. It's locked. I guess we need to ask him for help. Nagi to take a deep breath. Hey, Monokuma!
Did you call me?
Yeah, did you call me? Nagi, when did you train Monokuma? Hey, Monokuma, I was wondering if you can do us a favor. There's something I want to investigate.
What's this?
Huh? Who are you talking to? That's just my after image. When I got serious, my after image is unleashed. I can even play soccer by myself as long as I have this cloning technique. Though it would be boring to play alone. I don't have time for this. Just hurry up and open Byakuya's cartridge already. This is for the class trial. It's something we really need. For the class trial? If it's for the class trial, there's no way I can refuse. Now then, there's only one spell that can open these doors.
I'll leave the rest to you.
See, I've unlocked the door. Now you can investigate to your heart's content. Why does it open with a magical spell? It's probably powered by the trilogy. At any rate, that performance was a waste of time. See, I guess we should go inside then.
Right.
I guess you're right. Envelope. To Byakuya Togami. There's an envelope on the table. Is it a letter someone sent to Byakuya?
That's weird.
There's no sender. That looks pretty suspicious.
Hajime.
You should check out what's inside. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. Jemand wird jemanden töten. Ganz bestimmt. This is this a crime warning? No, if it says be careful, it's probably a threatening letter. Regardless, who would send something like this? Maybe this is why Byakuya suddenly decided to throw a party? Huh? The cursed kill will happen tonight because someone made this threat to Byakuya. He gathered everyone in one area and was extremely cautious about all the dangerous items. He was trying to create a scenario in which everyone could monitor each other. He thought if he did that, nobody would be able to kill anyone. So he believed this crazy letter? He couldn't ignore the possibility of this happening, even if it was just a worst case scenario. Remember what Byakuya kept saying. He wouldn't let anyone become a victim. He couldn't overlook that slim possibility just to keep his promise. Then why did he keep it a secret if he had just told us? He probably couldn't. He probably thought that was also a worst case scenario. What do you mean? If everyone knew that what was in this letter, whether it's a lie or not, everyone would have likely to begun to doubt each other, and at that point there would be no turning back. So Byakuya tried to do something about this all by himself without telling anyone? His strong sense of responsibility. This is the only explanation I can think of. Anyway, whoever sent Byakuya this letter also killed him. Is that what you're saying? No, this could be a prank, and it might have nothing to do with Byakuya's death at all. What was that? He suddenly became really quiet. I see. He doesn't want to believe one of us could be the killer. But still, we've come all the way here. It's the only thing I can think of. The person who wrote this letter murdered Byakuya. If that's the case, that person completely predicted how Byakuya would react once he received it, right? They planned to manipulate Byakuya and killed him right before our eyes in that old building. Damn it, who the hell would do that? Murder threat.
Hey,
Hajime, there's probably not much time left until the class trial starts, probably. Which reminds me, you asked Mahiro for a favor earlier, right? Yeah, I wanted her to find out where everybody was standing just before the blackout. He's probably finished by now. You're coming with me, right? Sorry, that's all you. Huh? I need some time alone. I would like some time to collect my thoughts. Huh, I understand. Also, if you're going back to the old building, you should hear what Mikan has to say as well. I think the real results of her autopsy should be ready by now.
bye now.
I'll see you later. He was pretty pale. I wonder if he's okay. But now's not the time for me to worry about Nagito. There isn't much time left. I better hurry over to the old building. Hurry, hurry. What the hell was that loud voice just now? The bathroom seems to be open. But I don't really need to go. Hä? Ich würde locker mal reinschauen, wenn er die ganze Zeit dicht war und jetzt plötzlich offen ist. Auch wenn es eigentlich einfach nur eine Toilette ist. Was hat er da eigentlich? Hat er da Klopapier noch am Arsch hängen oder was? Nekomaru Nidai. I feel so lighthearted right now. I, Nekomaru Nidai, have been reborn. I have no intention of losing anymore. Losing to who? I won't lose to anyone, not even to my past self. That sounds cool and all, but what are you even talking about? Shit! What? I don't know who was behind it, but someone tried to make a shitty bastard out of me. Some scoundrel was occupying the bathroom before the party was about to start. Now that you mention it, you said something like that shortly after the party started. Been trying to use it so many times, but the door just won't open at all. However, if you think it would be angered by something like that, you've all underestimated my nerve and patience. Do all and achieve all with one's presence of mind. That is the goal of a true leader. In other words, a leader must never falter in any situation, but always have the presence of one's mind. He says that, but I'm pretty sure he was shaken up by that whole ordeal. Oh well, best not to go into it. Anyway, so you're saying the bathroom door was shut before the party started to after the blackout?
So what I mean is...
And the bathroom was finally unoccupied after Byakuya's body was found. That's about how long that lasted. Keine Ahnung. Ich weiß jetzt nicht, warum ich lasted. Keine Ahnung. What he said sounds stupid and irrelevant, but I should remember it just in case. If you like me, I can tell you a little bit of what I want to say. Did you find anything out? I tried within reason to perform an autopsy on Byakuya's body, and I discovered that there were several puncture wounds around Byakuya's chest and abdominal region. Deep wounds, deep enough to reach his lungs or internal organs. It can be assumed that a very thin, sharp object around 5 millimeter in about around 5 millimeter in diameter was used to. Tiny sharp object. 5 Millimeter. Also so komplett dünnes Dingens. Stab him over and over again, which is what I believe. Ah. Hey, are you okay? I'm sorry, talking about it made me sad. No need to push yourself. I mostly got the gist of what you wanted to say. I'm sorry, still 5 millimeter in diameter, huh? Isn't that pretty thin? That's as thin as an ice pick or an oar. Ja, das auf jeden Fall. Das heißt, mit dem Messer wurde er nicht gekillt.
Hey,
Hey you! You're here. Where the hell did you wander off to? I wasn't wandering, I was investigating as much as I could. I see. Well, if you weren't slacking off, then I guess it's fine. So, did you find anything? Yeah, sorta. You don't sound too sure.
hey.
Well, I just took a look at this. Just as you told me, using the 2 photos I took before the blackout, I tried to pinpoint where everyone was standing. When I did, this diagram was the result. All windows are covered, ja. Yohiko war nicht drinne, Shiaki war nicht drinne, Heiko war nicht drinne und der Typ in der Kitchen, der Dero. Ansonsten waren alle im Raum. Wo treibt sich eigentlich die Kleine rum? Also die, keine Ahnung, die so aussieht wie so eine 10-Jährige. Habe ich jetzt auch lange nicht mehr gesehen. Well, this is everyone's standing position before the blackout. Everyone's pretty much in the dining hall. Made this diagram from analyzing the photos, so I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Just as I thought, Byakuya was standing a far distance from a table. It's impossible. There's no way you would be able to move that far during the blackout. What's this line extending from the table where Byakuya was killed? It's a desk lamp. I drew the power cord for it just in case. The power cord for the desk lamp? That cord is extending from the table where Byakuya was killed. That means...
Hey.
So did you find anything? It's not clear to me yet, but... Guess you're right, I didn't really understand it myself when I was drawing. I have a feeling it's either a potential clue or just a waste of labor. No, it wasn't a waste at all. It's not clear to me yet, but there's no mistake that a clue is hidden here. An extremely important clue. Bei dem Kabel.
Alrighty, guys! It's finally time! That's right! It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, I shall tell you all the meeting place. At the central island of Jabberwock Island, there is a mountain with my adorable face carved into it. That, my friends, is Monokuma Rock.
So, Class Trail geht los.
Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon!
A mountain with a carving of Monokuma's face at the central island? Ich habe ja noch mein komisches Haustier, oder? Aber ich check das Vieh halt sowieso nicht. Okay. Monokuma Rock. Hmm?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, what the heck is that mountain? When did it get there? Never mind, how did they even make a mountain shaped like Monokuma? That story might be true after all. There might be an enormous organization involved in all this. You mean what Byakuya said before, right?
You are right.
Byakuya, we still needed his knowledge. I still can't believe he's dead. Byakuya. What happened to Gundam and Fuyuhiko? Now that you mention it, it appears they aren't here yet.
I got it!
I know, they probably run away.
No way!
Oh no, there's no way I will let them escape, you know? Look, I dragged this one back over here.
Fuck with me.
Telling you, let me go.
Hey, come on now.
Hey now, if you keep acting violent, I might just eat you up.
Hey!
Hey Fuyuhiko, what were you doing all this time? Nothing, I wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling in my room when I suddenly heard that fat bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that anyway? How can you say something so irresponsible?
Do you understand?
We've been doing our best to investigate this murder, even though we don't want to, just to survive.
Wait.
I really thought that's enough. You too, Fuyuhiko. As guess we were waiting for Gundam.
What happened?
I am right here.
No,
Remember this well. A main character arrives when he intends to. Huh?
Hey.
Seems you noted this too. Und hat seinen Ohrring wieder. If I did, then I'm right.
Well now.
Alright, now that everyone's all together, let's take a secret entrance to the trial field. Please wait a second. My, Monomi. Just what are you doing here? Nobody asked for you. Do you actually want to join in? You want to taste how powerless you are at that class trial? You're even a bigger masochist than I thought.
Special bleeding
Oh well, I'm a
service.
big brother who dotes on his little sister. I shall allow your special participation.
See ya
I go on ahead and wait for you guys. So hurry over. He told us to come, but how do we get in there? I don't see any doors or
going on?
vehicles. He mentioned something about a secret entrance, was it? Secret entrance? What the? Something's shaking. This is dangerous. Everyone, please get down. Ja, nee, ist klar. Something came out. Could it be? Is he telling us to enter it? Such a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Steel Elephant Magazette is trembling with fear. Oh, that's so totally suspicious.
Hey.
Forgive me, seriously, just forgive me already. Hey, why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely. There's no way. There's just a way we'll find the killer.
Stupid!
Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up for God's sake. We've come this far, we have no choice but to keep moving forward. You're right. There's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it. If that's everyone's decision, I'll just follow you guys. Selbstgemachte Pizza, leckerste Pizza. If this were a video game, it would have a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game. Shaking with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anymore. If I think, I will run away. All I could do was stare upward intensely at the escalator that carried me. And when each of us entered Monokuma Rock. What the hell, ey? Gekaufte Pizza ist beste Pizza. This is an elevator. See, this entire rock is an elevator. Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases. However, if he's gone this far and made something like this, don't think he's playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep. You're right. I heard an unnerving chattering sound inside my head. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was purse my lips tightly so everyone else couldn't hear it. There we were, listening to that unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper, blah blah blah. Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending, and then the elevator door slowly opened.
Welcome!
This is a class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide your fates. What the hell is he thinking? Locking us in a shitty looking place like this. You fucking crazy, don't mess with me, asshole. Complain all you like, I'm used to it by now. Come on, you're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written. Looks like everyone knows. Even if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. Just as Monokuma honored, we walked toward the seats we had been assigned to. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya, the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending. But he also had a strong sense of responsibility. As we were panicking, he accepted his role as a leader and tried his very best to keep us together. A guy like him got murdered. The person who did it is one of us. I can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it if that's really true. We need to find out by any means possible, because that's our only option. There's no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. And so, this life-threatening trial glowing with hope and despair has begun. Set Skills. Ja, Skills habe ich eh nicht. Set Difficulty kann ich hier noch machen. Open E-Handbook, da kann ich mir nochmal die Tipps angucken und so. Wie gesagt, Skills habe ich leider keine. Dafür müsste ich halt mit den Leuten reden während der Freizeit, aber machen wir nicht. Aber let's go, Class Trial.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
Ja.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Jetzt lass uns auf ist. Ja, lass mal prügeln. Let's go. Der verliert, der wird gewotet.
Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall? Huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah. What you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
Der schwitzt immer, der Fleske, ja.
No shit.
Ist echt so.
You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Ich finde ihn auch Verdächtig.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds?
Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath a table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the table. We can start with that, but ultimately we need to find out who murdered him. We can't do that. No, thinking about if is a waste of time. You have to do this no matter what. The class trial is finally started. From this point, you will simple tolerance. I'm sorry. Please excuse my irritating rudeness. As things progress to the class trial, you will stop long days still without any breaks. Yeah. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within the statements. This means you will have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use mouse to move the reticle and fire with the left mouse button. Pay attention to the character statement. Ja, ich weiß. If you press the escape key, you can review the controls. Good luck, have fun. Das ist genauso wie im ersten Teil, ne?
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Huh? Why? Obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery! Like a dog burying a bone!
Okay, es gibt nur die eine Aussage quasi. Dass er den Körper da versteckt haben soll. What he just said was strange. It really contradicts the information I know.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was
Bloodstain under the table. Kann ich auch vorspulen?
at the very
Nee.
back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya,
Fast forward. Control Key?
they probably moved the body there.
Huh? Why?
Ma, jetzt habe ich zu spät gedrückt oder was?
Like a dog burying a bone! Why was Byakuya in a place like that?
His body was underneath the very
Back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya,
Das ist einfach genauso wie der erste Teil,
they
ja.
probably moved the body there.
Zack.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Hör mal deinen Char sehen. Ja, siehst du doch, der Typ da.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Huh? Why?
Der Flesk will mir nicht glauben.
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through.
Ich hier oben, ja, natürlich.
So that's why
No, it's wrong.
possible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Oh, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
Sterben die auch, wenn man falsch redet? Wenn ich das falsch, wenn ich alles falsch mache, dann ist halt Game Over. Oder was meinst du?
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but Why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
Ja, ja, das ist hier genauso. Das ist hier genauso. Also genau dieselben Regeln. Einer muss einen umbringen und wenn der nicht erwischt wird, entkommt der. Wenn der erwischt wird, wird er umgebracht. Und wenn die Leute den nicht erwischen, dann werden die umgebracht. Das ist genau dasselbe. Das ist genau dieselben Regeln wie beim ersten Teil.
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
The reason Byakuya dove under the table. It's connected to what Byakuya was doing.
Crap!
Das ist der Reason, warum der unter den Table gegangen ist. Keine Ahnung. Ich glaube auch wegen der Pose, Alter.
Crap! I can prove it with this.
Das Messer. Ich will jetzt sagen, der hat das Messer gefunden.
Do with the knife we found under the table.
Keine Ahnung.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right? Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial!
During the previous statement, there was only one weak point, but from now on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there will be only one lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. Okay, jetzt gibt es halt mehrere Aussagen und ich muss davon halt sagen, was die richtige ist. Ja. Celestia Ludenberg.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table.
Wir haben eine Sonja Nevermind, glaube ich.
Sounds correct.
Korrekt. Nein.
If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. Hamhands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food. Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
Ja, das ist die Falschaussage. Night Vision Goggles.
I'm sure Byakuya during the blackout. That sounds correct. If that's the case, during the blackout.
Vor allem das andere ist, that sounds correct, weißt du?
I couldn't see my food. Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
Oder die mit ihrem Namen ist auch gut. Peko Pekoyama.
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
Schreit der Schal immer so. Der ist halt aggressiv.
Are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Aber jetzt kommt die und sagt bei mir.
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
No, that's wrong. Will die mich verarschen?
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Were you surprised by my hero's sudden argument? Just between you and me. I was also surprised. Just kidding, I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots and argue against them. Please counter the person's remarks with VSDK. Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know whether to cut out vertically, sideways or diagonally. Based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the person's remarks, it will skew toward their advantage. The bottom right hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during the one round of debate. Alter. You will lose count of sharpness if you miss, so please be very careful. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, they will end up divulging some weak points. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak points. Instead, it will skew the mood toward the other's party advantage. Thus, it's gonna be very big. Just like a regular debate, please refute any response with the VSD left mouse button keys. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth plate, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. What's a truth plate? Boah, Alter. Diese Erklärung wieder, ne? Jeremy, sorry, it appears that there has been delay contacting you. I make sure and partial contacting blah blah blah. Truth plates will be called truth plates in this mode, yeah. There won't be any changes, only the name changed. Okay, escape key. Good work, have fun. Okay, ich kann jetzt irgendwie mit WASD die Sachen zerschneiden oder sowas.
If you just use comments, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
I can't back down.
Was? Ich verstehe nichts. Just a little bit more and I can draw something out
If
next
you
time.
just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Where's your
Advance.
proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. So those goggles were planted if the killer brought them to the crime scene.
I found a hole in your argument. Ich weiß keine Ahnung. Ich habe keine Ahnung, ob ich das gerade richtig mache. Ne? Ich drücke einfach WASD und keine Ahnung. Also ich habe keine Ahnung, was das gerade überhaupt für Sinn macht, der ihre Wörter zu zerschlagen, aber ich mach's halt einfach. Aber anscheinend muss ich das ja auch machen, bevor die Sachen da durchkommen. Retreat.
If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they use night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even— I mean, in reality, that's so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Damn it!
Ich check's
He
nicht.
just used common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they use night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Okay. Okay, wenn der Weakpoint angezeigt wird, dann muss ich mit
Byakuya was definitely the one who brought
mit
those
Linksklick
night
machen.
vision
Okay. Julian, darf ich euch mal was fragen? Nee, darfst du nicht.
Definitely? But why?
Erlaubnis nicht als Teil erteilt. Soll ich als Spielewunsch bei Fabi nehmen gegen Hartz 3 oder Legends Arceus? Was? Kannst du dir nicht ein gutes Spiel aussuchen?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party.
Das heißt, okay, Byakuya hat... Naja.
We found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Was ist denn ein gutes Spiel? Dark Souls zum Beispiel. Was ist denn ein gutes Spiel? Es gibt genug gute Spiele. Sliver.io. The Smash Hit Game, was? Cross the Obelisk. Dark and Darker. Und er sagt einfach Dark Souls. Ja, Dark Souls ist auch ein gutes Spiel. Metal Gear Solid ist auch ein gutes Spiel. Zero Escape ist ein gutes Spiel. Sekiro ist ein gutes Spiel. God of War ist ein gutes Spiel. Uncharted ist ein gutes Spiel. Super Mario ist ein gutes Spiel. Es gibt genug Games, die gut sind. Und er kommt mit Legends of Arceus und Kingdom Hearts 3. Storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume. Ibuki never uses such
Gibt auch
clever
Chair
language.
Fucking Simulator. Jetzt wahrscheinlich auch besser.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one
Aber
who
ist,
could have
ist
taken the
Fabi
night vision
eigentlich
goggles
into Pokémon? Plus Byakuya.
since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
Er hat mir die 2 Vorschläge gemacht, als ich gefragt habe, auf was er Bock hätte. Also du hast ihn gefragt, auf was er Bock hätte und er hat dir diese beiden Sachen gesagt, okay. Interessant. Die beiden Spiele habe ich ihm geschenkt. Kannst du ihm nicht mal anständige Spiele schenken wie... Ich bin so ein Arschloch, ey. To be... Er schenkt mir Chair Fucking Simulation. Wie viel kostet das? Dö. Okay. 1,99. Ja, easy, schenke ich dir. Aber muss dann auch on Stream spielen, dö.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about.
Weiß ich nicht. Wie weiß ich nicht? Wenn ich dir das schenke, dann musst du das spielen.
Ooh, you totally mean that in a perverted way.
Ich muss gar nichts. Außer eventuell gleich nochmal aufs Klo. I was browsing. Okay, ja. Nein, das Knife war nicht da drin.
see.
Duct Tape. Wie alt ist die? Die ist genauso alt wie die anderen.
Under the table where the body was found.
Also ich glaube, die sind alle ungefähr gleich alt.
Duct tape.
Aber frag mich nicht, keine Ahnung.
They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
Die All-Seeing Eye?
Too, right, Hajime?
Ja, that's right. Der war sich sicher, dass ein Mörder abholen würde, wegen dieser Note.
I can prove it with this.
I can prove it with this.
Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
Hey, the hell is this? Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent for him.
So, who's the someone?
Ja, aber zu der Frage kann ich auf jeden Fall nicht helfen, du. Keine Ahnung, ob jetzt Kingdom Hearts oder Legends of Arceus. Also Arceus habe ich auch nicht zu Ende gespielt. Ist ganz cool, aber Gameplay Loop hat sich dann auch irgendwann durch. Ist halt auch an. Ja. Und Kingdom Hearts 3 habe ich noch nicht gespielt.
Wasn't me.
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies.
Those are still lies.
Doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter. What do you mean? By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone?
I see. A strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise. Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer. Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
But still, I can't believe it. Someone in his room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return
Sonia
to this
never
topic,
mind.
but
I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Ich denke mir das wahrscheinlich so, Byakuya hatte die Goggles, ist da rumgestichen, hat das Messer gesehen und das Messer wurde von dem Mörder da platziert und das Messer hat ja diese Farbe da drauf, diese Neonfarbe. Das Messer konnte man quasi sehen im Dunkeln. Und der Mörder war unter dem Holzboden, hat einfach da gewartet und hat dann gesehen, oh, jemand holt sich das Messer und dann einfach zack, zack, zack nach oben gestochen. Und gestochen und gestochen und gestochen.
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
No, the killer definitely used a mark. Because of this mark, the killer was able to get the knife from another table. Glowing paint.
I see.
Nämlich der Mörder.
What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark.
Hättest mich mal bei VR Drunken Bar Fight sehen müssen. Habe ich mal bei einem Kollegen gezockt so und gibt halt da so verschiedene Orte, also so verschiedene Bars, da kannst du so einfach so die Leute verprügeln und sowas. Da habe ich irgendwann so ein Messer gefunden und ich bin so richtig bin einfach nach vorne auch dabei gelaufen und bin gegen seinen Schrank gelaufen und hab dann so. Ich war richtig into it.
In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint.
Schon cool zu morden, ohne richtig zu morden. Krankes Schwein, du. Du auch. Du mich auch.
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The
killer die Currywurst mit Habanero-Soße. Das hört sich geil an. Das hört sich lecker an, Dö.
Which means it was you, Peko-Peko-Yama.
Peko-Peko-Yama? Der war der Mörder, 100%. Der ist der scheiß Mörder, ohne Witz. Der ist dieser scheiß Mechaniker, der kennt sich aus mit Elektrizität und so was. Und hat dann genau gewusst, wie viel Spannung der erzeugen muss, damit die Sicherung rausknallt. Ein Chocolate Starfish. Junge. Jetzt überlege ich gerade, steht Chocolate Starfish wirklich dafür? Ist auch bei Limp Bizkit? Ich habe da nie drüber nachgedacht. Abgeschlossen? Keine Ahnung, ist mir einfach noch nie aufgefallen. Aber kann gut sein. Wie schweinisch plötzlich sich das Album anhört. Hot Dog in der Chocolate Starfish oder sowas heißt das doch. Siehst du, man lernt von meinem asozialen Benehmen. Die Bildung ist wichtig. Wir stehen für Bildung. Hot Dog Flavor Water in the Chocolate Starfish. Ja, das war. Ich check nichts. Biscuit Album heißt so, ja. By tripping the breakout directly from the office. Pico was the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened? After this debate, blue-collared weak spots will start appearing. If we call weak spots you've seen until now argue spots, the blue-collared weak spots will be called agree spots. When you shoot agree spots with true bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing the other person's testimonies contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets to prove that the person's testimony is correct. Okay. Jetzt können wir sogar auch Leuten zustimmen, anstatt nur zu sagen, this is wrong!
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Jetzt mal alle
Because I was
anhören.
not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Not weird to doubt her, but I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation who totally backs up her testimony.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
Wir hatten das gesagt. Ich weiß es nicht mehr.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Chiaki? Nicht, oder?
Not
Vielleicht
even before the
Terutero?
blackout.
Crap! Since Peko was in the office, she could have
Dann
caused
vielleicht
the blackout
Chiaki?
at any time.
Ich muss einfach durchprobieren, weil ich weiß es gerade echt nicht mehr.
Not even before the blackout.
Crap!
Okay.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the
Dann
blackout
muss
at
es ja
any
Nico
time.
Amaro sein.
Because I was not in the office, not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. Hätten aber mal neue Musik nehmen können. Ja stimmt, ne? Ist genau dieselbe.
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
Hey, it's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
Been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't. Ach, die war die ganze Zeit auf Klo, oder was? Die Peko Yama.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time, shortly after the party started.
Die war nicht kacken, die hatte, glaube ich, ihre Tage. Ich weiß es aber nicht genau. Aber ich glaube schon.
After Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Vielleicht beides. Es gibt diese Stelle bei Dingens. Bei Harry Potter und ein Stein, die Verarsche von Cold Mirror, wo dann auch irgendwie Hermine ankommt, so, ja, ich war auf Klo, ich habe meine Tage und hatte aber auch Durchfall und dann hat sich beides irgendwie und alle so, zu viele Informationen.
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
Dings hier, Harry Potter und ein Stein ist legendär.
I guess that would be true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you are so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit.
It's shit. Und Harry Potter kenne ich auch. Sehr gut, Zwie.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong.
Also,
I
the
used the
smell
bathroom
wasn't
right
that
after,
strong.
You can trust me.
I said it's fine.
I said it's
But
fine.
still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Okay, anscheinend hatte die doch nur Magenschmerzen und musste ordentlich kacken.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark?
How did it feel to be your business? Ja, auf jeden Fall, ey.
Seriously, stop it.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
The question is whether Pecco's stomach was a coincidence or someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. Make your arguments. Knife, AC timer, embarrassing pose, party dishes.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it, you brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it,
You brought food to the office, just a little bit from the...
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that.
Hä?
Laxatives would ruin the taste. Crap.
Did you eat anything? I don't remember eating it. Now that you mentioned, you brought food to the office.
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
Weil die Party Dishes genommen hat und das ist halt komplett random, was sie da genommen hat.
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
cease this bickering.
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout. Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Ist ein Yakuza.
Trashy skank?
As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how the blackout occurred. Irons in the storage room.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you in the head. Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Crap!
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, did they throw a step?
Maybe they used a remote.
Probably. It does not have to be that they may have
Tampered with the power supply and transmitted, or maybe they caused a power surge?
I bet it's really Monokuma's fault.
In dem Power Surge wahrscheinlich, ne?
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it?
Mhm.
If you can't answer that, did they throw a step?
Maybe they used a remote.
Probably. It does not have to be that they may have
Tampered with the power supply and or maybe they caused a power surge?
I agree with that.
I agree with that. Break.
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally. Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout. And you found them right after the blackout. The irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Stupid Fool! Was jetzt die anderen jetzt dann zwischen prügeln und dann mir sagen von wegen, nein, du bist wrong.
What the heck?
Voll nervig.
You say
Was
the
soll denn das?
irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
Die Mucke.
The irons in the storage room caused the black, then for the killer to turn the irons on. You're saying they went all the way to the storage room? Then that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to... If the irons caused the blackout, then the killer had to go to the storage room and turn on the irons. Now do you intend to take back what you said? But the people in the dining hall weren't able... If the irons caused the blackout...
Zack.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Counter! Cut through those words. Ich werde deine Wörter zerschneiden. Dann machst du aus, wenn das Glasfall hier durch ist wahrscheinlich.
Air conditioners!
Also in 3 Stunden. Ich hoffe nicht in 3 Stunden. Ich hoffe nicht, dass das so lange dauern wird.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably?
Indubitably? Was soll das bedeuten?
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it. Dun dun dun! Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet! I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office.
Warum ist der Hase gefangen? Der Hase ist die kleine Schwester von Monokuma und der Hase will ja davor so eigentlich sorgen, dass wir einen entspannten Ausflug hier haben. Also die will uns eigentlich helfen, so quasi. Und deswegen hat er die gefangen genommen und keine Ahnung, verprügelt die.
If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time, and maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
If I was in the office,
No. The breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to
was soll das
reach.
darstellen? Die ist halt gefangen, ja. Eben. Weil Monokuma, keine Ahnung. Einfach.
Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys. There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Unfortunately, this is the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. And that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior.
Warum missfällt der sich denn jetzt, ey?
Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends. I don't want to do this either.
War übel.
Me too. Please, take me home already. I want to go home and eat candy.
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down. We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already.
Who cares?
There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong.
I think...
Did you say something?
'Cause we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They used glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Kann man das Spiel auch hinlegen? Before? She asking me how the killer got close to their table? Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint, in order to do that, they needed to get close to the table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. My hero's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
Wegen dem Kabel oder was? Weil man wegen dem Kabel von dem Dingens sich da hinleiten kann zu dem Tisch quasi, oder wie? This diagram is a clue with the killers and how they were able to move to the table in the dark. Weil der Nagito steht da am nächsten dran. Ist der jetzt der erste Killer schon, oder was? First we need to discuss how the killer was able to move to the table in the dark. Probably use something to help them move in the dark.
Here!
Skull.
Killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
The power
I
cord.
can prove it with this. They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Who?
The only person who can done it. Nagito, weil der da vorne dran stand, oder was?
You're the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Weil der das sauber gemacht hat. When he was cleaning.
I see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
So what do you think he would have?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
Okay.
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something!
Der hat's wirklich gemacht, ey? Okay. Hätte ich nicht gedacht am Anfang jetzt. Hätte ich nicht gedacht. War ja gut.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! How wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
Those eyes. At that moment, Nagito's eyes. The darkness in his eyes shone brightly, as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark.
And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out.
Ich finde meinen Plan irgendwie cooler. Ich dachte echt, der Byakuya man hätte das geplant, dass er das Messer darunter findet und dann hätte man durch den Boden den erstochen. Weil das hat jetzt gar keine Bewandtnis gespielt mit dem Boden eigentlich. Aber irgendwie gibt es jetzt auch zu schnell zu, ne?
Byakuya performed admirably. Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Me? Lie? That's outrageous. There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. Too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
This guy, is he the real Nagito?
Hey, Nagito, if you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
Oh, that painful to look at.
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
How about that old building? When it's just cleaning, leave it to me. I'm pretty good at it.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
I was busy cleaning with the dining room, so I moved. You stayed in there for too long. I think it would be bad for your health. Case, why didn't you guard the case in the office?
Oh, I get it. If Pekka was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions, was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
Nagito's talent? Ultimate lucky, yeah.
I see!
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
Don't seem like very lucky.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this site.
Please! Please, wait!
Huh?
How should I put this? It is
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
Ja, aber der hat auch gesagt, lasst uns keine Freunde umbringen, so quasi. Also vielleicht gibt er sich jetzt nur als die Klaus, um nicht jemand anderen zu töten. Weil der hat bis jetzt nur gesagt, so ja, ich hab's gemacht, quasi. Und der hat jetzt nichts Besonderes quasi erklärt, so. Nichts, was wir nicht schon wussten, so.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
We know who the killer is.
Simply listening is acceptable. However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
At this point on, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if these touches lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. Please time your bullets just right or won't get interrupted. Yeah. Da fliegen jetzt auch noch irgendwelche White Noise rum, die mich am Schießen hindern sollen.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with a knife he hid.
Oh, never mind. Thanks for wasting our time, skanky bitch!
Und außerdem wissen wir, dass er nicht mit dem Knife getötet wurde. Weil die haben ja gesagt, so 5 mm Dinger hat er da irgendwie.
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with a knife.
Zack.
No, that's wrong.
Die Wunden passen nicht zu den zum Messer.
That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Nikon?
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
But based on the entry wound on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife!
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
Not a whorehouse.
Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Nikon? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Hey, don't blame me. Nikon's the one who said it.
I'm sorry. Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, Did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off. What happened during the blackout? Ugh! If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision.
Don't get distracted. Our lives are at stake, you know?
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rule?
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
No, that's not it.
Not it.
The truth is beyond our sight. No, that can't be. There should be to find out what happened in the dark.
I can prove it with this.
Weil die alles gehört hat.
Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
For real?
Don't act so
You
surprised.
were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this. Ah! Don't step on my feet.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on. I can't eat
Ow.
like this, you know.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck. You've cut me deep with your knife of truth. However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark...
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
It almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Well, that's actually what happened. As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
He shoved you out?
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
So Byakuya stopped him when he was trying to get the knife. And he got shoved out from under the table before he even could grab it? Well, it sounds plausible. I mean, just from listening to what they both said at the time.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
I could interpret it like that. No, actually, now that I think about it, that sounds like actually what
After getting
happened.
shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint. I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on, and Byakuya's body was lying under the table.
Hold on! Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan. But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to
Ich bin schlafen, sag mir bitte, wer der Killer war. Gute Nacht, Baby.
What happened after that?
Ich hoffe, es geht ein
Even I
bisschen.
don't know.
Also ich hoffe, ich muss nicht bis 5 Uhr wach bleiben. Ne?
Failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Then we're right back to square one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth!
What other word is brimming with so much
Aber schlaf gut.
despair? But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward. Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
Nagito is Nagito really not the killer? This guy? Really the Nagito I knew before? No, there's no way I can say that. I just thought I knew him, but this whole time I didn't know anything about this guy. I didn't know his true character. It's simple as that. But now's not the time for me to dwell on that. We need to find Byakuya's killer by any means possible, because if we don't, we'll die here. He tries suspended.
Well now.
Now then, the class trial has reached its climax spot. Okay, here's a question for you. What is it? To those of you who figured out who it is, how about you try out the guess the killer challenge? Whoever fails to guess the killer will have their safe data melt away like butter. But if you guess right, I'll reward you with $10 billion. $10 billion? That's klar. F news. Just kidding. You can't make a choice. There's no way you'll be able to guess who the killer is. And of course there's no...
You're so evil!
Alien, you're a true alien. Was ist das für Blödsinn? Also jetzt kann ich nochmal speichern? Class Trial Reopen. Geht jetzt alles nochmal von vorne los oder was? Oder geht es jetzt nochmal 3 Stunden oder wie?
The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed. And his killer is among this group of students? No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe, cause I believe in everyone. So do your best. And don't forget to save regularly.
Well, what now? If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm...
Ich weiß gerade nicht, ob ich jetzt ausmachen soll oder ob ich weiterspielen soll. Weil wenn jetzt noch ein Savepunkt kommt, dann dauert das wirklich noch 2 Stunden. Oder 3 Stunden. Oder was?
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
Das ist voll behindert. Was soll das? Ich mache jetzt aus, glaube ich, ey, ohne Scheiß. Ich mache jetzt, glaube ich, einfach aus. Und dann spiele ich das beim nächsten Mal zu Ende. Ich mache jetzt aus, ey, ohne Scheiß. Weil ich habe keinen Bock, dass es jetzt noch 2 Stunden geht. Nee, ey. Wenn da jetzt nicht der Speicherpunkt gekommen wäre, hätte ich das ja zu Ende gespielt noch. Weil ich mir eigentlich so gedacht hätte, ja komm, geht vielleicht noch eine halbe Stunde, vielleicht höchstens. Aber das beunruhigt mich. Das beunruhigt mich.